Welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. So this is my first review for Batman the Cape Crusader, a new show that came out on Amazon Prime, came out this past weekend. So instead of doing an overall review for the whole show, like watching all the episodes and be like, all right, here's my review, I want to go, one by one, you know what I mean? Because I really feel like, I want to take my time and break down the show and everything like that. Plus I'm a big comic book fan, big superhero fan. So, I don't want to just shortchange my audience, you know what I'm saying? This show is executive produced by Matt Reeves, who directed The Batman, J.J. Abrams, and Bruce Timm, who was, one of the co-creators of the original 90s show with Paul Dini. I want to say Ed Brubaker's name is up there as well. He's a famous comic book writer, so I'm going to double check on that one. But yeah, so overall, the show, man, has like that 40s aesthetic to it, kind of like the original 90s show did, So I thought that was really cool to it. Animation was slick. The voice acting was pretty solid. I did like the voice acting in it. And like I said, this is episode 1, so of course I'm going to see how the rest of the season transpires and, y'all get my reaction towards that as well. Just, run off the top of my head. I don't got no notes or anything set down. But I like the show. I like it. You know what I mean? I have some pros and I definitely have some cons. That's just with anything. I don't believe anything is perfect, but at the same time, I'm fair. You know what I mean? I'm a fair reviewer, so I try to cut it down straight to the middle. The guy who played Batman, I liked him. I liked his voice. I love that 40s aesthetic of Gotham. You know what I mean? I love that old school feel. The animation was slick. It's another thing that's, to me, that is a positive. Growing up in the 90s, I remember that Fox, there was a lot of restrictions. There was a lot of censorship on Fox. There was a lot of things cartoon show couldn't do as far as with guns, with death and stuff like that. I don't even think they allowed the Joker to kill anybody in the original 90s cartoon on TV. Not that I know of, outside probably like the laughing gas thing, but I don't think they allowed the Joker to even kill anybody. But in this show, because it's a TV 14, it's on the streaming service, the violence is a little, they go a little heavy with the violence, which I'm cool with. So I do like that. Yeah, man, the action was good. It was slick. I love the whole story. The gang war, I always love the gang war in Gotham. This is between Rupert Thorne and the Penguin and stuff like that. And they're going back and forth and having their spat. So I did love that. I love that whole gang war as far as Gotham goes. Yeah, overall, the cast was pretty cool. You know what I mean? I really did enjoy that. Let's see. Like I said, going back to the violence, there's a whole thing. Well, all right. They changed Penguin to a woman. So I'm sure everybody's seen the Penguin's a woman now in this show. You know what I mean? So Penguin's a woman and she has 2 sons. And I thought that was pretty funny. You know what I mean? Because it showed how ruthless this Penguin is and how, man, she took out one of her sons because one of her sons, they, lied that, oh, he snitched to Rupert Thorne. So Rupert Thorne know that, oh, you were trying to assassinate him in the beginning. Like I said, it's a whole gang war going on. So, yeah, it's a lot going on in this show. Like I said, I'm running off the top of my head. But overall, like I said, I did enjoy it. As far as the cons, you know what I mean? As far as cons go, I will say that I don't like the characterization so far of certain characters. You know what I mean? Like Batman and Alfred's relationship doesn't seem like that father-son type of relationship. You know what I mean? Even him just calling him down to Pennyworth. You know what I mean? He always calls Alfred because Alfred is like a surrogate father to him. You know what I mean? So when I heard him say Pennyworth and stuff like that, it wasn't like oh man, this show's trash. It wasn't nothing like that. But just certain things I'm taking note to, like, okay, Harvey Dent came across like a big jerk in this. You know what I mean? Harvey Dent was like, he don't care if this guy gets convicted or not, as long as he goes up in the polls. That's all that matters to him. And Harvey he's never that kind of guy. Harvey, still watched out for the people. He was never that type of jerk. Let's see, going down to Penguin, like I know they gender swap Penguin. Penguin's a woman now, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's one of those things like, all right, the whole DC and Marvel with the whole multiverse thing. I'm trying to look at this as a multiverse, you know what I mean? Because like I said, it's not just the Penguin thing I really have an issue with. It's more so like the characterization, you know what I'm saying, of these characters. So the Penguin being gender swapped is kind of like, instead of y'all gender swapping a character or race swapping a character, I hope you come up with a new character. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'll see how the season plays out and, new characters pop up. And I'll be, straight up honest with you. I'm a big fan of that because remember the Batman animated series is how Harley Quinn first came out. Harley Quinn wasn't introduced in the comics. She was introduced in the show. So I would love, because since you got 3 big minds like J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, and Bruce Timm, like, man, come up with some new characters, man. Come up with a new gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would love to see more than, going that route. But at the same time, the woman who voiced the Penguin, she was really good. She was good, you know what I'm saying? Giving her fair. Her taking out her son, that was ruthless, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so overall, like, I know that was the big thing. There's a big fight scene at the end where Batman well, one of the sons who actually ratted to Rupert Thorne, he goes to GCPD. He goes to, Commissioner Gordon and Barbara Gordon and everything like that. And he states that, hey, she got a she got a missile and everything like that. And it's funny because it's on the Iceberg Lounge. You see the big umbrella. And he's like, man, she got missiles on there. She could, take out anything. So, you see her, go to attack GCPD. You see the Batmobile, and then Batmobile makes the presence. Also the Bat Submarine. So you see Batman in there. He has this. He's starting out, but at the same time, he still has some of his vehicles and gadgets. There's a big old fight scene at the end where Batman, attempts to stop it, but at the same time, Penguin still is able to get the shot off, which destroys GCPD. So that was one thing. I was like, oh wow, they took out, like, okay, they're going big. They took out, the police headquarters already in the first episode. Also, another thing is, Barbara Gordon, she has a real big impact on this show. With Commissioner, but at the same time, like I said, going back to the characterization, Harvey Bullock, he's in this show. And Harvey, even though Harvey's a jerk, Harvey, at the end of the day, he's still a good cop. He's still a good cop. His heart is, still to do the right thing. And in this one, Harvey and Flask are more so kind of like informants for the Penguin. You know what I'm saying? They're untrustworthy. Whereas, Harvey was always, even though he was that jerk, he didn't like Batman, he was still a cop. He still did the job. You know what I mean? So like I said, that's one of my cons going back to the characterization. Same time, I'm trying to keep it in my head like this is a multiverse, but at the same time, I'm going to be fair and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Overall, though, I like the show. I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10 for the episode 1. Crusader, like I said, I can't wait to get the rest of the reviews out for this show and, share them with you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about the show. If you have seen it, if you have not. Spoilers, I forgot to say. This is spoilers for anybody, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to put in the title. This is a spoilers review, and all my future reviews will be spoilers reviews. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.